Just quick boom, boosh. Bada bing, bada bong, bang bong, boosh, bash. Bang bang, bala bala bang. Share. Be a tenner if you jump in. Hi folks, currently on a wee Northwest Highlands adventure with Robin and Greg. Just having a wee breather because it's absolutely roasting. We're currently heading up the Corbetts Sgurr na Feartaig, and then we're going to go over down to the Feartaig Beinn Tharsuinn, I think it is, and then up Beinn Tharsuinn, hopefully for a summit camp. Holy shady glen. Hiya. Currently making our way up Sgurr na Feartaig. Feartaig. Excuse the Gaelic pronunciations. I'll tell you what though, oh, see the cloud coming over, oh, when there's a slight breeze. Oh, it's absolutely heaven when you're battering uphill and it's just blazing hot. Oof. The final little approach to Sgurr na Feartaig. This is a perfect spot for a wild camp. The summit of Sgurr na Feartaig. There's the other Sgurr Munros over there, because it's Sgurr Chonic and the other one. There's our next objective to camp on at Beinn Tharsuinn. There's Cheesecake, pointy one at the back, and Lurg Mhor. What a day. Mr. Wallace, what's the time?
Rap o'clock. Rap o'clock. There's a rap in the kitchen. What am I going to do? Old school. What was it when we did
One of the
that
raps. Cheeky wee macro wrap with a bit of Snack Shack Dalwhinnie mayonnaise. Torridon looking delicious.
Looking tight and shake shop.
We're heading it down to our next objective, Beinn Tharsuinn. We're having to follow this stalker's path around. Then we're going to traverse it round down to the Feartaig, then up Beinn Tharsuinn right over there. That's us heading down now to weekend at Bernays, or I should say Feartaig Bernays. Just after 6. It's a steep wee Corbett this. Do love this wee area. It just feels so remote and just you feel so alone. A Sgurr Chonic. I still to do that one. Looks like a cracking wee ridge right along to its top. First glimpse of Loch Mhor. No far now to the summit. Where the lads are walking right now, it looks as though like a bowling green you could pitch there. And just to the right, that looks like a fantastic bit of cheesecake. Summit of Beinn Tharsuinn. water. That's us dropped down a little bit out of the wind, and I'm thinking down there beside the lock-in is going to be an absolute perfect place for a cheeky wild camp. As it's pitched, the wind has picked up a little bit. Greg has got his MSR Freelight 1. I've got my cheeky wee Lanshan 1. And Robinho has got his 13 knot. This is the current change. I decided to get the wind and walk round the lock-in and cook my dinner because it's just too windy where we are. But I forgot my fuel, so I'm going to have to walk all the way back round. Pasta and sauce for my tea, and Greg gave me a wee bit of his salami. I've also got anchovies, but I've left them over by the tent. Shilly me. So we're just making our way back up to Beinn Tharsuinn to see the sunset. Some stunning colours, by the way. It's bedtime, 10 to 11, it's still quite light outside. Don't know when I'll get to sleep.
Night, Kevin.
Good night, Robin. Good night, Greg. We'll see you very early in the morning, about 4:30 for sunrise. See you then. Good morning, campers. Just after 5. Actually had quite a good sleep last night. It was quite relatively calm. I've just had a wee deek outside and the clag is rolled in. It's very misty. So the plan is for today to head down and then traverse round and up Choire Sheasgaich before the summit of Cheesecake. Current claggy scenes. That smells lovely, but yes, I'm having porridge. You enjoy. I think I left my glasses at the summit last night, so I've come up to check. Some of an inversion. Brilliant, right at the summit. Oh, look at that. Rocking. Woohoo! Leave no trace has been applied. So that's us just descending down around to Choire Sheasgaich. That's us reached the dry stone dike. Successfully navigated around. So now we're going to traverse around and follow the river and then up the Choire, and you can see it's going to be Brocken Spectres and Virgins again. Yes. There is the Choire Mick Cheesecake. Making our way up the corrie. Hey.
Aye.
Move then.
Nah. Film over there.
Get your finger out and move. Made it to the wee lock-in. Cheeky refill before a short approach up to the summit of Cheesecake. Still some stunning views over to the Isle of Skye. There's the Apple Cross Corbetts Beinn Van. Need to get over there myself, and there is Dorridan. And there's the boys. Say hello, boys.
Thanks, Sean.
You make sure you get that sun cream on your slap head. Summit of Cheesecake. There's that fine Corbett that me and Robin did a few years ago. Was it Annick Vue, Robin?
Annick Vue, aye.
That was a cracking one.
3 sisters of Annick Vue. Wow.
What Boffey is it down? Neil Vue Boffey.
That just head in to that ridge to come down here.
Crazy how much that clag just burnt off.
Keep that fuel goes down past that one
Sheasgaich Lurg Mhor. There's last night's camp spot just right over there.
Sowing the seeds of love, the seeds of love. Sowing the seeds, the birds and the bees.
So that's our escape route after we do Lurg Mhor. And at the moment we are drying out our wet tents. So it'll be lighter in our packs. Final wee approach up to Lurg Mhor. Robin's halfway up already, proper mountain goat. 180 Munros. Just took a wee walk around the ridge. Heading back down to the bags in the tent, fairly long way back. That's us back at the tent. Pretty much nearly 2 hours. We did muck about for about half an hour up on the summit. So it's now time for, what time is it, Robin? This is us making our way down and round before the ascent up to Beinn Tharsuinn. So instead of going all the way down here into this sort of boggy, sort of mucky ground, because we have to go up that way towards Beinn Tharsuinn, we've decided to sort of come across and take this sort of descent. The lads are saying it's looking alright, so it's quite steep, so we'll have to sort of watch. It's proper rough down here, but we sort of found a way down a wee sort of gully. Right, heading over there. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't like to do this in the clag. There's that grassy wee rake in the middle we came down. Well, that was tough, but we've managed to negotiate Beinn Nan Soltaid. It's nice to see cheesecake and Lurg Mhor for this angle. So now we've got about a 350 metre climb up Beinn Tharsuinn before we get up to Beinn Tharsuinn. Then we've got to drop down and round, turning into a long day. That was hard work, especially with this beating sun. That's us at the top of Beinn Tharsuinn now. Oof. It's like deja vu all over again. There's where we approached Beinn Tharsuinn, and there's a distant cheesecake. Face of fatigue and exhaustion off. That was tough. Don't get me wrong, I like blue sky days, but see walking when it's like 20 odd degrees and the glens are hotter than up top and there's no breeze and there's no cloud going behind the sun, although I think there's a cloud approaching now. Typical, as soon as we climb up. I've been dipping the hat and the buff in every single little stream I come across, just dipping it in and slapping it on. Oof. Still got a bit to go yet. Be a fish supper on the way. It's good to be finally on a decent path. There's a distant track in sight. Still a wee bit to go. Knackered. So that's us back on the track. It's coming up for 20 past 6. We've been on the go since 7 in the morning, so that'll be nearly a 12-hour shift. Mind you, we've probably mucked about, chilled out, sunbathed for a good 2 to 3 hours, you know, so that's what you got to do on a day like this, eh? Just take it easy and just go with the flow. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.